Hi, welcome. Simon here. Hope you're doing well. In this video, I'd like to troubleshoot together and see whether we can fix the computer or not, or try to understand what is going on. In this book request, it said that the MacBook Air does not power on, and I did try two different adapters plugging into two different ports. The computer still have no sign of powering on. So let's go ahead and take it apart. I'd like to disconnect the battery and see if there's any sign of turning on, or maybe the battery is bad. Definitely not the charger, because I have tried two different charger and it's still not working. Alright, let's I'm not gonna have a good title in this. It will be just troubleshoot together while I'm taking this thing apart using a Pentala P5. Okay, remove the back cover. This is just want to point it out, a good indicator is you take a look at the white strip. Okay, those are water damage indicator, meaning that if there was a water that get into the computer or splashes, those are the signs that would tell you if the computer was a water damage or not. Okay, so if it's all white, that means you're good, there's no water damage. But if you see any pink color or red color, that indicates that there was some kind of water gets into the computer. Okay, so that is good sign so far. And this is the battery connector. I just lift up the clipper and kind of slide it out. Okay, fold it on the side. Now let's find the USB-C and see if there's any power coming up to the computer. I wish there is a CPU fan or something that when you plug it in and you press the power button, it should have some kind of indicator from the inside that tells me something is spinning. So far there's nothing going on. I'm pressing the power button here on the top right corner. It doesn't seem like there's anything. And then the next step is to kind of put my finger resting on the CPU, which is here in the center. And if you feel like if it's hot, that means something is going on, but it's nothing at all. It's pretty stone cold. Okay, so double checking the USB-C if there's any damage to the ribbon cable. This one indicates that if there were a damage here or some kind of things happen to the USB-C, the main source is the USB-C to power up the motherboard, right, to take the charge. So if the USB-C, if you see any cuts or any water damage around here, then more likely you might want to try changing out the USB-C. But for my reason, it looks like the USB-C is just perfectly fine. I don't see any cable that came loose or anything, so that doesn't relate to that. Let me reconnect back the battery. Usually by now when you plug it in, I should be able to hear that little chime, but it doesn't seem like there is any sign of the motherboard taking the charge. So in other words, it does look like this is a board damage, has nothing to do with the battery. The battery is just flat and looks nice, so that means that tells me the battery is not, sometimes it could be a bad battery, but it doesn't seem like it is. Usually a bad battery would be a swollen or lump to it. If you don't see any swollen or lump to your battery, then that more likely is not the case. And I would think it's probably the motherboard. And this is the M1 motherboard. There's less way to diagnose it, but just to change out the logic board. So unfortunately, this is not repairable. There's no way to extract the data because the hard drive is built in, as well as the RAM is all built in. So technically, this is just a waste, in my opinion. But if you handy enough, you can take the screen apart and sell the screen separately, or maybe the keyboard, just remove the motherboard and sell the palm rest, the keyboard, and the battery. So hopefully something I can narrow down, but this is not a repairable process for me. Thanks for watching. Bye now.